Good afternoon, traders. This is Sarah with 7 Points Capital. Today was an interesting day. We finally got some volatility. Usually when the SPY goes down on the daily, when it goes down for one day, it tends to reclaim and have a big rally like this, like earlier in the week. It'll go down and then have a nice rally. Go down and have a nice rally. But today, we saw some continuation to the downside. Let's go look at the SPY intraday. So this morning we kind of opened up a little flat, didn't really do much in the first couple hours, and then saw some more selling pressure for most of the morning into the afternoon. Kind of bottomed out around this really important level, around 186.50, and then got a little bounce. So it'll be really interesting to see next week if we reclaim and get a nice rally back up, or we retest this low here and get some continued downside. So that's the level I'll be watching for next week, is this area 286.50. Kind of see where we can or see if we can build off of this and rally up. So with the SPY, I tend to trade a lot of tech stocks, but a lot of patterns that I trade can be used for various stocks of various prices. The penny stocks, it doesn't matter the price. The patterns are pretty similar. So let's jump into some of my top trades today. The best ones were tech. They were definitely the weakest. The whole sector, Facebook, all the FANG, Facebook, Amazon, Tesla, Apple, the whole thing was very weak, but I focused mainly on Amazon and Tesla. So let's just jump into Amazon. Let's see here. So Amazon had, it's been kind of weak lately, but today it saw some, it just follows the SPY a lot. So I try to trade the tech stocks along with the market, and that tends to work. But you have to get in at the right time, and that can be pretty tricky. I actually was thinking maybe the SPY, as usual, would rally. So I put on a little tester share around this area, and a little tester to see if we could, Amazon would rally like it usually does after just one down day, and it did a little bit. It turned into a scalp trade. I realized, shortly after it cleared this area, it was getting a little weak, and the SPY kind of turned down, and I took it off to see, if it would continue up, or I wasn't really sure. So I did a little scalp and long at the beginning of the day, which was nice. Got out at a nice price, and then just kind of waited. I wasn't really sure what was going on. The SPY was choppy, just like Amazon. It looked like it was going to break out, breaks down really fast. I try a little short here against the pre-market low. That's a little tester short. Comes back, I get out. I don't want this to become a big loser at all, or even a loser. So you kind of break even here. And then I retested short here against the VWAP as I noticed the SPY was getting weaker, and I was looking at other tech stocks like Netflix and Facebook. They were all getting pretty weak here at this point. So I kept this short here against the VWAP. Typically I like a quicker move to VWAP, and then it goes, it has to go quicker, and then it usually, if it fails, it can be a nice move. But this worked out pretty well. The whole market, this kind of just sold off just with SPY. So I held this for most of the day. This is, the SPY, at this point of the day, the SPY hit a really important support level. So I decided to cover, just take the profit. That's a really nice trade. Just left it alone. And then at the same time, as we all know, Tesla has a lot of drama. Musk is so funny with that tweet making fun of the SEC, but investors and shareholders didn't like it. So let's bring up Tesla. Oops. Let's zoom out a little bit. So this was hanging out in pre-market, just hanging out. I wasn't really sure how this would react. I had to wait to see if it would in fact bounce or continue to sell off. So, I gave it some time to shake out. I noticed it couldn't really get back above this pre-market low. It tried to reclaim here, and then, it just failed. And so I got short, versus the pre-market low, and you know, it retested VWAP, and so I wanted to see if this could be a nice downtrend. So it worked out pretty well. I was trading this along with SPY, and it just continued down in a nice downtrend. And just like Amazon, I covered when SPY started to rally again. So this was a really, really great cover. It spiked so much, but it looks really weak still. I'm going to keep an eye on this. I mean, we can look at the daily. Geez, yeah, it looks pretty weak. Next up, if it doesn't really rally soon, I mean, gosh, it's such a steep fall, but you know, it's at a critical level here. So let's see if it could hold here, gain some traction, or next up, maybe 256. Then below that, oh, lots of room. So this will be in play for a while. The next one was also Facebook. I actually tried to buy this. I thought this was breakout. I thought this would break out from pre-market. Like pre-market, it was looking pretty good off the open. So I tried a little long, realized it really couldn't get going. Noticed the whole tech sector was selling off. So got a little nervous. So I took it off and, you know, tried to buy again here. Maybe it would bounce off the VWAP and get going. And then noticed it just couldn't get going. So I took it off. I ignored it. I just focused on Amazon and Tesla. And then later in the day, as the SPY was recovering, I'm like, maybe I'll try a little long. And got a little bit, you know, but it really didn't move that much. So tech is still looking a little weak. I guess we'll keep an eye on that for next week. At the same time, let's see, later in the afternoon, I keep an eye on the weed stocks, the pot stocks, TLRY. This is a wild one, but definitely I was looking for a move at some point. I noticed it was channeling here, and I just couldn't get going. It had a nice downtrend. I use the 20, the 50, and 200 EMA and the VWAP. So I noticed it broke the channel here and decided to short. And so I got a nice short out of this and covered some, went long a little, covered a bunch here, went long, and then sold some, bought some more into the close. So this was a nice long and nice short. So there are lots of opportunities today, both long and short. So the key is to be flexible in the volatility. So another one actually was, the last one I looked at in the afternoon was Sarepta. The daily chart on this is interesting. I mean, it's had quite a down move the last several days, and it's coming into critical support here. So below this, it has lots of room. So yeah, it punctured it and came back. So I decided to buy a little bit in the afternoon. Let's see intraday how it moved. So it bounces off this 130.50 level. So I decided to try a little bit as it's regaining some traction, and SPY looks like it's recovering a little bit. Just got a little bit. It didn't move as much as I thought, but scalped a little bit here. But I'm definitely watching this daily level, like this 130.50, and if it can't hold 130.50, then definitely 127, 125. Yeah, that's a really, really critical point. So those are the levels I'm looking at this. So yeah, lots in play. This has been a good day. I'm looking forward to earnings coming up soon. And the key is just to be flexible and be patient off the open. For me, is waiting for the confirmation of a trend. It's okay to test off the open, but just maybe use small amount of shares. So and then just try to get on the right side of these things. That's been the key for me, and especially in the volatility, which I love. So it's been a welcome day. So hey, thanks for listening. Join our YouTube channel. Send us comments, questions. We'd love to hear from you. And have a good weekend, everyone. Take care.